hard work is not equal to an income increase. And when I'm talking about income increase, I'm talking about a quantum leap. Obviously, if you make more sales calls, you might make a couple more sales during that week. But I'm not talking about making a couple more sales. I'm talking about doubling your sales in a matter of a couple of days, tripling, 10xing, 100xing, turning your annual income into your monthly income. Have you been struggling with the idea of surrender and putting in a lot of action or hard work in order to manifest new things into your life? You see, if that's what you've been struggling with, then you're just like me. For a while, I was trying to find this balance between putting in a lot of effort and energy in order to manifest and create my goal. And the other part of me was fighting me, saying, man, you need to surrender and let go. If that's the balance you've been trying to find in your life, then you're in the right place. And here's my big promise to you if you stay to the end of this video. At the end of this video, you're going to have a blueprint and a further understanding of how you can actually manifest the perfect balance between surrender and action and still feel confident about the manifestations that will show up in your life. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. What's going on, family? It is your man, DeAndre Saxon, back here for another video. And this is the #1 personal development YouTube channel that teaches you how to apply personal development so that you can get real, tangible results. And I'm talking quantum leaps, not only in your personal life, but also in your professional life, saving you time, energy, and effort. So guys, go ahead and hit that like button because the YouTube algorithm loves when you like this video so we can get it out to more people, grow the channel, and grow the community. So for many of you, if you're watching me for the very first time, you may have remembered the name Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor was in the personal development industry for over 60 years, and he recently passed away. And I have studied directly underneath him for over 2 years of my life, from the age of 24 to now I am 26 years old. And so the information that I'm going to be sharing with you had taken me from a broke 24-year-old sleeping in a car to the point when I met Bob Proctor, less than 60 days after meeting him and applying some of the principles I'm going to teach you today. I had my very first 6-figure month and earned my first $1 million at the age of 25. At the end of this video, I'll even talk about how there's an opportunity to work with me directly one-on-one so we can actually get these results tangible in your life. So let's hop into the content. So guys, what I want to talk to you, I actually want to leave you with a quote. So this quote comes from Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich. He says, if you are one of the people who believe that hard work and honesty alone will bring riches, perish the thought, because it is not true. Riches, when they come in huge quantities, are never the result of hard work. Riches come, if they come at all, in response to definite demands based upon the application of definite principles and not by chance or luck. So this will be the preface of today's video. Here's been the struggle that I was going through, is the balance between you're trying to put in a lot of effort, right? You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to grow your YouTube channel. You're trying to manifest some money. And there's one part of you, right? And almost like one part of the world, like the Gary Vee culture. Nothing wrong with them, but the Gary Vee culture says put in work, massive action. And you probably went down that path where you're doing a lot of content, posting a lot on social media, doing a lot of sales calls, or doing a lot of effort or work in order to manifest your goals. And it got to a point where, one, you were either stagnant, not getting results, or number two, you got burnt out. So then maybe you transition to the other section, which is, sitting and just manifesting, right? You sit, you meditate, and you don't put in any action, and you just wait for everything to come to you. And you realize with that method, nothing comes either. And so you're in this kind of struggle of like, how much work do I put in versus surrendering or letting go? Okay, so the first thing that I want to work on before we get into like the actual tangible balance between these two is you got to have a first couple understandings of how the psychology of this works. So as you guys know, my business is tailored around helping people grow their money. So in these examples, we're going to talk about money, okay? So money is a reward for service provided. And if a person wants to earn more money, they have to provide more service. Now, providing more service does not necessarily mean putting more energy and effort, because it would make sense, right? If you put out more YouTube videos, then you'll get more subscribers, get more likes. If you do more sales calls, you get more sales, right? So these are the concepts that would make sense in the logical world. But then when we actually take them out to the marketplace, we get stumped because there's like this perfect balance, right? It's like this little hit or miss kind of sweet spot. So there's a couple caveats I want to talk about here. What does hard work actually mean? Hard work equals time multiplied by effort. That is the definition of hard work. When you're working hard, think about this. You are doing a lot of sales calls. You're moving a lot of furniture, right? You're moving a lot of weight. You're doing a lot of stuff, right? So you're exerting a lot of effort, but also you're doing a lot of effort over time. So think about like a guy that's in the gym. So he's working hard. So what he might be doing is he might be doing, let's just say 20, 30 steps, and he might be in the gym for 2, 3, 4 hours a day. That's hard work. He's putting in a lot of effort, also across a lot of time. But let me tell you this. When it comes to the idea of money, a lot of people try to bring those principles into money and results, and it's not the same. Quality and quantity. First word we're going to talk about here is quality. Quality. Quality plus quantity of service equals your income. So that's going to be the first equation that we're going to talk about here. The quality of the service that you provide in your business, so the service being the quality of your YouTube videos, the quality of your podcast, has to be matched also with the quantity in which you do that. So there's a couple things a couple scenarios here that you might run into. That way you can get a better understanding of this. So what happens if your quality is down and then your quantity is up? So what does this look like? So if your quality is down, but your quantity is up, so the quality of the service that you're providing is down. So what does that mean? The content is not that good, but with the word quantity here is going to be hard work. There have been points in my life where I was putting out a lot of work, right? I was busting out one YouTube video a day, or I was doing a lot of sales call, or we're doing a lot of door knocking, right? Trying to grow my business. But here's what you'll run into when you have this scenario. When the quality of the work, right? You're not putting any emphasis on the quality of what you're doing or having how you can be a better service to your customer or whatever, better service of whatever you're doing. And you're focusing more on the quantity or the hard work. What will happen is you're going to see this. You're going to see stagnancy. You're going to be stagnant, or you're going to get burnt out when it comes to your income or your results. So whatever results that you're going for, when your quality is down, but the quantity is up, so you're doing a lot of hard work, you will either be stagnant, so you're actually not making more money for the effort that you're putting in, or maybe nothing is really happening, then you will be burnt out. Out right there. So you'll be burnt out. So this will be the first scenario. So let's look at the second scenario. Is this: if your quality is up, but your quantity or the hard work you're putting in is down, what will happen is your income will grow. You see, remember earlier when I talked about the quality of your service? The quality of the service, or the way in which you talk about, or the way in which you provide your service, is the way. So in the book Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Waddell talks about the certain way. There's a certain way in which you do things. For example, there's a certain way in which I provide this YouTube video, right? I could be on my phone, I could be, walking around and distracted, or I can be sitting here at my desk and making sure that you're in an environment where it makes sense for me to articulate this message. I have good lighting, good audio, and making sure that I'm providing a quality YouTube video for you, right? So that's an example of having a great service. But what happens if you have a great service, but you don't do a lot of it, right? Your quantity or the hard work part of it is not really there. Is your income will go up because you're providing service, but it'll go up at a normal rate. Okay, so let this one arrow going up on the income side, let that represent normalcy, right? So something being normal. So you will see a normal growth in your income. So just keep this in mind. So let's move over to the next scenario. What begins to happen if your quality, so the way in which you provide your service, goes up, and also your quantity goes up? What will happen to your results or your income? You will have what we talk about, a quantum leap. A quantum leap. So, for many of you guys know that when I first met Bob Proctor, I struggled for many, many years to grow my income and to grow my business and to provide a great quality of service and also great quantity. Because obviously, if I was sleeping in my car, I had neither quality nor quantity. And so, what happened was, in a matter of 5 years, I never earned more than $80,000. And when I met Bob, and within 60 days, I had my first $100,000 month. But I want to talk about that $100,000 month. Did you know that that $100,000 month came in about 17 days? So what I earned in 17 days was equivalent, or actually more than what I earned in 5 years combined. Why? Because of this equation right here. The quality and the service that I started providing to my customers matched with the quantity, right? I was putting in a lot of work, but also the quality of the work that I was providing, or the service that I was providing to my clients, also went up. So what it did is they multiplied, and this multiplication also multiplied my income in a quantum way. Because if you remember the previous, let me bring it back here. If you remember the previous equation here, if you only have a great quality of service, but you have an average or below average quantity, you will see an increase in your results or increase in your income, but you won't see that quantum leap. So it's like this balance of surrender and effort. So what is the effort part? The effort that you're going to start to put in is in the quality of the service that you're providing, or the quality of the work that you're using to manifest, right? Because I'm sure if you're watching this video, there's a section of what you're doing that you need to put in effort in order to manifest, right? You got to go out there. Let's just say you're manifesting a new dream partner. You got to put a little bit of effort in order to go out there and set up dates, meet new people, right? So think about, every day is not the same when it comes to quality. Dating somebody on Tinder versus going out there and meeting somebody, say at a networking event or like a fundraiser, those are two different sets of quality. This is making sense now when it comes to this dating example. Quality also with the quantity. So if you're meeting a lot of high quality people, let's just say you're going to a lot of church events or fundraiser events or business events or networking events, something where there's quality in the people there, you'll have a higher chance of manifesting your dream partner. Versus, let's just say you do a lot of quantity, right? Let's just say you're doing Tinder dates or Bumble, or you're going to local bars and stuff like that. You might get a lot of numbers, right? Go to your local nightclub. I live in Miami. Go to the local nightclub and you can pull out with 10, 15, 20 numbers in a night. You get a lot of quantity, but the quality is really bad. And most of those don't ever end up in a date because the quality was low. Is this making sense? So what happens then if you're only going on one event, or you're only setting up one date a week or one date a month? Well, then you have a lower chance of manifesting your dream partner. So we can talk about money in this example, or we can talk about dating. But what happens if you do the two? What happens if you boost up the quality? So you go and start meeting people, potential dating people at higher quality places, or you're providing a higher quality service, higher quality YouTube video, and then you match that with quantity. Now the effort comes in. What if I go out and I can produce one quality YouTube video per day versus one per week? Well, wouldn't that make sense that I would have a quantum leap in my YouTube channel, quantum leap in results, quantum leap in your dating, or quantum leap in your income if you did the two? You see, because saving, like the time that you put in also matched in with the quality, is where you'll start to see a big, big change in your life. So there's a couple caveats that you'll have here. By the way, this is a great opportunity for you guys to like the video if you're loving the value so far, because like I said, my goal is always to provide the best for you, okay? Hard work is not equal to an income increase. And when I'm talking about income increase, I'm talking about a quantum leap. Obviously, if you make more sales calls, you might make a couple more sales during that week. But I'm not talking about making a couple more sales. I'm talking about doubling your sales in a matter of a couple of days, tripling, 10xing, 100xing, turning your annual income into your monthly income. Those kind of results. Quantum leaping if you want to get the quantum leap results, then you got to play to the correct equation. You have to have a max of surrender, right? So understanding that there's a quality in which you provide the work, and then also the effort, which is actually going out there and providing a quantity match with this. Is this making sense to you? You have to understand this balance here, that when you go out there and you're providing your service, it's not good enough to just sit in your room and try to manifest and visualize. That's not how things are going to come, because that's too much of surrendering, and you're not putting in any action so you can cause a reaction. But then you have the other side, which is having a lot of effort, where you're doing a lot of work, a lot of quantity, right? And you're putting out a lot of stuff, but there's no quality or yeah, not a lot of quality matched in behind it. So there's this beautiful balance of this. Do the best you can to provide the best service, or the best or the best action necessary, so you can cause a quality reaction. So what would that look like in the dating world? Go to places where you'll find quality people, and then mix that with quality people with setting up more dates. Put in the work to set up more dates at quality locations, and you'll have a higher chance of manifesting your dream partner, or setting up more dates. That's the dating world example. Another one, let's just say if you want to increase your income. So for example, I'm doing this with the YouTube channel. Before I would do a lot of YouTube videos. I was putting in a lot of work, but I wasn't seeing a lot of growth. Well, then I started to switch. Well, what if I put in a quality YouTube video, right? The best quality video that I can produce when it comes to content, timing, production, everything like that. But I can put out one video a week at that level, or I can put out one video a day, especially if I have the time. So why not do the two together? So that's when I will see a quantum leap in my income, or the quality the growth in my YouTube channel. You see how this starts to happen? So that would be the balance. Find the balance in your life. Get out a pen, get out a piece of paper, and write down, what is the best action, the best quality service that I can provide in order to get a reaction, or use the law of attraction for it to come back into my life. And then once you start with first the best quality action, or the best quality service that you can, and you get really good at it, then bump up the quality, then put the effort in there. So then you can quantum leap, or multiply the quality mixed with the quantity, and you'll see your manifestations come to you in a faster, more abundant way. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys.